council members, and I have some extras to pass out after this presentation. It has 5 pages in it. I'm only taking a couple because this is really the meat of everything. This is their proposed contract, which we are being pressured. Some councilmen are getting a good deal of pressure. Vote on this, and get it over with, get it behind us. And this will give you a clearer understanding of exactly what we're being asked to do. This, during the first 6 months, if a fireman is hired, say on July 1 of 2005, he was hired then, we're told by the people who put this together that there would be a 3.75% increase the first year. A year later, it would be a 4.5% increase. A year later, 7/1/2007, would be another 4.5% increase. A year later, July 1 of this year, 3.5%, and then July 1 of next year, 3.5% also. Now, the numbers that I come up with in analyzing this show something extremely different. In the first 6 months, the fireman who was hired on July 1 of 2005, 3 years ago, would be paid $26,207. The second 6 months, he would go up to $30,705. Then after 1 year, 12 to 18 months, he would go not to the $34,950, but because a year has passed, his salary, he would jump over into the next column and receive $36,523. Then in the second 6 months of that second year, he would go up to $40,959. And then when he completes the 2 years, he would go not to the $45,395, but again, because another year has passed, he would jump over into the next column and go up to $47,438. The same is true when he completes 3 years. As of July 1 of this year, he would go up to $53,800. And then July 1 of next year, he would go up not to this number here, but to $60,748. Now, page 4 of the report, I took all the numbers and calculations, the formulas that I used in the previous pages, and this really summarizes the whole thing. If we approve this contract, here's what will happen. These are real numbers. The starting salary for this fireman hired 7/1/05 was $26,207. 1 year later, he'd be making $36,500. 2 years, $47,400. After he completed 3 years, $53,896. When he completed 4 years, which would be a year from now, he'd be making $60,748. Now, the papers they gave us, the schedule says that from the first year to the next one, and when he completes 1 year, there would be a 4.5% raise. The actual increase is not. When you go from 26,000 up to 36,000, you have gone up 38.4% increase in 1 year. 39. Now, when he goes the next year, from 36 up to 47, they say that's a 4.5% increase. That's false. It's 29.9% increase in that 1 year. The next year, after he completes 3 years, says that he would getting a 3.5% raise. That's false also. It would be 13.6% in 1 year. And the final, the completing 4 years, they say that would be 3.5% also. That's false. It would be 12.7%. Now, the point is that none of these actual increases are even close to the claimed increases. They're not even close. They're multiples, many multiples of this. So I did another calculation in the green section. The percent increase, not annually as in the blue, but from the beginning, 26,207 up to the 36, The first year, this would be the same as here, 1 year, and it's a 39.4% increase, which is $10,316. The next one, when you go from the start up to completing 2 years, it's gone up 81%, $21,000 increase. When he completes 3 years, and here I thought I was doing something wrong. I said, these can't possibly be right. So I went over everything, all the calculations, not only on the computer, but also with my hand calculator, and these numbers, unbelievably, are correct. You complete 3 years on the fire department, your salary has increased more than 100%, 105.7%. You've gone from $26,000 a year up to an increase of $27,000 a year. And then after 4 years, complete 4 years on the force, and your salary has increased 131.8%. Your salary has increased from $26,000, it's gone up to $60,000, which is an increase of $34,541. Now, the council, if we approve this, what in the world are we saying? How do we say to the people of Patterson, well, you get raises of whatever, certainly nothing comparable to what I've read here. There is nobody I know, no matter what job they hold, what company, what level of management, who receives increases such as we were asked to give to the firemen here. Well, these are some comments that I raised. How do the raises, which we have to ask ourselves, we've got to ask, how do these raises that they want us to approve compare with raises received by Pattersonians employed in the private sector? Who gets increases like that? How do the raises proposed in this contract compare with raises received by our other employees, the people in DPW, the secretaries, data processing, all of the ladies that work with us in the council chamber? What impact will these raises have on our taxpayers and our tax rate? How in today's economy can we justify such enormous increases? There are other factors too. Those firefighters who have completed 5 years of service, you have to add on a higher thing, 2% extra, because they get longevity kicks in, 2% longevity. So you take these other numbers, have to add on 2% to the numbers I've shown you here. At 10 years or more, the percentage increases go higher and higher. And long before the steps in this contract expire, about 2 years from now, the union will naturally be taking action to have this contract replaced by another one with higher numbers yet. So this would be, in my opinion, setting a precedent that I don't see how we can do it. And this is on the firefighters union. I looked also at the proposed contract with the Fire Captains Association, and that too has serious discrepancies. And what I'm saying, and I know that this is being used politically for and against some of my colleagues who are running for re-election. I'm not, so I don't have any axe to grind one way or the other. What I am saying is that there's no way that I, in good conscience, can vote to approve this type of massive increases. And I'm asking my colleagues, please don't vote yes or no on this until we are given a great deal more detailed information, because we have to understand what it is that we're being asked to do here. And this, as I say, I couldn't believe the numbers. I was shocked by the whole thing. But how in the world are we acting as proper representatives of the people if we say, yes, let's go do this just to get it off our hands, get it behind us? So that's my presentation, Mr. President. Is anyone from the Herald here? Because I'd like you folks to get one of these copies. Yeah, okay.